Well, good afternoon. Hi, how are you guys? Welcome to Vendors on the Go Vendor Appreciation Day. My name is Brittany Kendall. Let me start off by thanking Shawanda for having me. I appreciate you so much for allowing me to come and speak and feeling comfortable for me to be able to be here. Before I get started and even start talking about myself, I want to kind of do something to break the ice. So everybody got a cell phone in this room, right? Okay, so pull out your phone and take a picture with another vendor. And then I would like for you to post it and tag them, so that way, because even if you don't purchase anything from them, they may have one customer that may need your service, and so it's very helpful if we're all connecting and helping each other, then we should be able to support each other. So I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to pull out your phone, take a picture with another vendor, and tag them in it.
That vendor. Tag that vendor.
Yes, tag that vendor. All right.
Alright guys, Miss Brittany is ready to share with us.
Okay, so for those that don't know me, my name is Brittany Kendall. I recently moved to Houston, Texas in 2019, me and my son. I am a newly released author. I released a book earlier this year called From Fear to Faith, The Shift That Changed My Life. It's on Amazon and it's on my website as well. I also am co-owning my son's clothing line, which he came out with. He's an athlete, a basketball athlete, so he kind of has like jogging suits, track shoes, t-shirts and stuff like that to kind of help kids feel confidence in what they're doing. I also have a non-profit for feeding the homeless. It's called Faith Over Fear Transition Center, where it's basically helping the homeless to transition back into the workforce and not stay stuck in that place. And then I also am a co-host on a new show that just came out a month ago called Young and Thriving Entrepreneurs. It's basically showcasing businesses for millennials and just seeing what's up and coming in the area and what they are doing and how they are motivating millennials and other generations. And then I also work a 9 to 5 every day. So I'm quite sure that all of us, it's not uncommon to work a 9 to 5 and still run a business. That's something that we're doing. All of us are probably doing right now. And it's actually helpful because it allows you to be able to have that business, build your business, because that's what I think in my mind. And so there's something about vision that when it is placed on the inside of you, it kind of stirs up something that makes you do whatever it takes to not want to quit. And so my objective today is to talk about the keys to fulfilling your vision. So when I looked up the definition of vision in the dictionary, it stated vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. And so vision defines who you want to be. It defines who you are known for, and it also defines your accomplishments and your experiences that you have, that you're aiming for, or whatever it is that you're going after. And so vision also gives you a connection to your purpose, and it answers the question for what you were placed on this earth to do. So whether it's doing earrings, selling candles, whatever it is that you love to do, that you would get paid for free to do, is something that I consider as vision, as well as something that you should be going after also. So for example, when you start a business, they ask you for a mission statement and a what? Vision statement, right? Okay. So every year, another example is every year me and my son create a vision board, and we kind of outline the things that we want to see happen for that year, and it actually works. If you look at Steve Harvey, he also talks about it all the time, but we outline a vision board of things that we want to see, because you have to see it before it can come to pass. And so business or no business, vision is a requirement for your success. So however you choose to do it, vision doesn't mean that it's going to be simple, that it's going to happen overnight, that you're going to see it happen tomorrow. It will cost you something, and it'll promote you as well. So it'll cost you sacrificing something that you're doing, and it'll also promote you by taking you to other levels, higher levels outside of what you're comfortable or used to. And so there's a process to vision. So for example, when you bake a cake in the oven, you don't just stick it in the oven and be like, I want the cake to be done. You put it in the oven thinking like, okay, it's gonna be done. No, there's a process to it. There's steps that you have to make to bake the cake, to help to process and make it come out to what you want it to be. Another example is if you're washing clothes, you don't throw your clothes in the washing machine and be like, okay, clean. No, they have to go through the process and the cycle of getting to, in order for them to get clean. You have to go through that. So you have to, with the vision, you don't have to have the money or the resources, or you don't have to have it all together. You just have to take the leap of faith and just be willing to make it happen, and then everything else will fall into place. So vision is manifestation. When you want something to manifest, it's vision plus motion. You have the vision, but you got to put it in motion in order for it to manifest. And so the circumstances may be difficult, but it's not impossible. If you think of the word impossible and you break it down, that means I'm possible, which means that you all are possible. So don't focus on the how, but focus on the who. Don't focus on right now or the promise, or just focus on the promise that you're looking to achieve and the vision that you want to achieve, and it'll all happen. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all together. As long as you have an idea and you go for it, then you can be willing, and the doors of success will definitely fling open for you. And storms will definitely come. That's something that is inevitable. Like, you can't eliminate any storms or challenges that may come. But don't let it stop you. Actually allow it to be motivating to you. So I was talking to my son the other day, for example. I was talking to him about basketball and stuff like that. And of course, when you are chosen or called, you're gonna face a lot of different things. When you're trying to go higher, you're definitely gonna face a lot of different things. So he faced, for example, his coaches and stuff was always being on him and talking to him and saying stuff. And I'm like, don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as motivation to say, okay, I know that you believe in me. I know that I can do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. So storms and challenges will cloud your vision, because the reality, they want you to make it seem as if what's happening right now is not going to actually happen what you are actually imagining. And so storms can either transform you, or it can bring awareness. It can bring transformation by your way of thinking and transform how you see a situation, or it can make you aware of the things that are happening or that's going on around you, or something that you need to change. And so one of the most often things I say as a single parent is, it will not always be like this. I went through very many challenges, situations, and things that I just thought that it was going to always be like that, but I had to keep talking to myself, tears in my eyes every day, just saying it's not going to be like this. So hold on to your vision and keep going. And when you get up, you can only go up. So if you stand up, you can only get up. You can't get nowhere sitting down. You can't get nowhere just talking about it. You have to actually do it. So when I moved to Houston, it was the most scariest thing for me, because I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so all I knew was home. And so to have to take a leap of faith and come to a city, I don't have any family here, no friends, I didn't know anybody at the time. And to take that leap of faith and actually step out and do it with little to no, like when I did get the money, like everything started working itself out as I moved here. So like I prayed and I was like, I need this X amount of dollars, God, to be able to move, and I got this amount of dollars to be able to move. So everything worked itself out. I had a job. I was like, I ain't moving without a job. Bing. I got an offer from somebody I hadn't forgot about that I applied for, and it happened. So it's just when you take those steps, those necessary steps to do what you need to do, then it'll definitely happen for you. So I have 7 keys, if you want to write these down, that are guaranteed to help you to fulfill your vision. And so number 1 is Okay.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Y'all ready? Okay, so number 1 is write out the vision. Think it, then ink it. Which means if you If it's not written down, it's just a thought, and we all know that thoughts disappear like a vapor. So writing it down forces clarity on your vision. It gives you the idea, you put the idea on paper, and then it happens. One of my favorite scriptures is Habakkuk 2:2-3, which is write the vision, make it plain on tablets. So whoever who reads it to run to it, for the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will surely come, and it will not delay. So that's the first step, is you have to write it down in order for you to be able to see it happen. Number 2, reevaluate. Begin to reevaluate the areas in your life that are not beneficial to the progress or movement of your vision. Figure out what needs to change, who needs to be removed out of your life, or who is causing a negative impact on where you're trying to go.
Say it again,
Reevaluate. Number 3, limit your exposure to negativity or negative news. Remove yourself from people and situations that constantly bring out the negative, or are you surrounding yourself with people that don't bring out the best in you? If the news makes you depressed, turn it off. It is one of the most negative forms of media that will bring you down. If a family member or friend is constantly discouraging you or draining you, let them go. That's a sign that it's time to let them go, because you can only move forward when you don't have those baggage attached to you. And then number 4 is keep the faith. Believing is like an absolute must, and it's a requirement to fulfill your vision. If you don't believe in you, who else is going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? So you have to believe in you enough and stand on it enough for someone else to invest in you and say, hey, okay, I see where you're going, I see what you're doing, I'm gonna stand behind you. Even if you don't see it happening, still talk about it like it's happening. Another one of my favorite scriptures is Hebrews 11:1, which is, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So even though you don't see it, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that maybe it's not right now, or you have a process that you have to go through in order for it to happen. Number 5, watch what you say. So there is power behind the words that you speak and what you say. And be careful, because if you speak positive things over your life, then positive things will manifest over your life. You speak negative things and you say, I can't do it, I can only do this. Sometimes we talk so much that we talk ourselves into a negative situation, instead of just allowing the time to be allowing God to be God, and allowing Him to be able to process and make the things happen. And number 6, trust the process. It's not an easy process, especially when you evaluate your circumstances. It will make you question whether you should be further than where you are, if you should be in this position at all, or if, no matter if it's big or small, just be grateful that you are not where you were last year. You are not where you were a couple months ago. Like you may be taking small steps, but it's something towards where you're going, just as long as you continue the journey. So enjoy the journey, because again, it won't always be like this. And then lastly is pray. Prayer is the key component to unlocking your vision and bringing it to fulfillment. It is one of the most powerful weapons that you will use against any attacks, discouragement, or anything that tries to come up against you. Remember that with every vision, there is an answer to a problem. So be somebody's answer to whatever it is that they're needing. And there's people around you that may need an answer. And so these 7 keys will help you stay grounded. They will help you stay anchored while the development of your vision is happening and being fulfilled. And if you start putting them into practice today, you are guaranteed to achieve success on the next level. So I am so confident that these keys will help, because like my book talks about my testimony, but it also has like in the back goal outline where you can write your outlines out, as well as it has prayer in it. And it just really helped me. I watched these 7 things that I named, how I put them into practice, and it helped work for me in my life and the things that God is really doing in my life. And so if you are interested in purchasing a copy of the book, I do have a couple copies today. It is available on Amazon. It's available on BrittanyKendall.com, and I can sign the copy today as well. But I just want you to know that you all are some talented individuals And I am very impressed with everybody that came in here. You know, I know it wasn't easy getting started. You know, for me, when I started, I didn't have no money. I didn't have a dime when I tried to start. I just had a vision and I knew I wanted it to work. And I kept making an excuse saying, I can't do it because I don't have enough money. I can't do it because, you know, I don't have the people. I don't know anybody here. But when you take steps, people will find you. The people that you're looking for, the customers that you look for, they'll find you. You just got to keep putting yourself out there, whether if it's one person that support it or 5 people that support it. All that matters is that you continue to keep going no matter what nobody else says, what they do. You may have people discourage you saying, girl, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Well, they're not you, so that's why they're not doing it. So therefore, I feel like you should continue to keep going. You have some amazing products. I wish I could buy everybody's stuff today, but I'm definitely going to get a card and make sure I support each and every person, because we are all, we see other nationalities support others, but we don't support each other. It's always a competition, and it shouldn't always be like that. So let's support one another. Let's help each other. Let's stay connected. If you took a picture with another vendor and you posted them on Facebook, also, let's get everybody in this room social media and Facebook or whatever, because if somebody maybe, like I said, somebody may be selling something else that somebody wants and you don't know that it could be one customer that may be, oh, I want that girl stuff, or you know, she got earrings and stuff like that, or he got a book, or whoever. Just, we need to all stay connected and follow each other. So make sure before, that's one thing that you all should do before leaving today, is at least connect with every single person so that we stay connected. That's all I got for y'all today. So, yes, ma'am.
No, this is not a question. I hope this is encouraging to you. You have a twin. I have a granddaughter that looks just like you. If she had that same hairstyle that you have, you would think that's your sister or whatever. Really, she's pretty. She's a granny's baby. That's what's so good about it.
I mean, I am too.
And the second thing that I have to say is, when you mention prayer, to let people know prayer is so important. When you think God is not answering the prayer, just hold on, have patience. 3 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with cancer. He still living. He still living. He was supposed to have been gone 3 years ago. And through my prayers and other people's prayers, he's still hanging in there.
Amen. Thank you so much for that. And see, a lot of people, they get discouraged because they think that and you can't just say a prayer once and think that it's supposed to happen. You have to like constantly keep doing it, and even when it's looking hard, you don't feel like doing it, you know, because life will, every day you get up, it's a test, and you are being tested every single day. It's like going to class. You're being tested for a university every single day. You get up and you wake up, it's a fight. So you have to be able to go out with the full armor of God. I go out every day with the full armor of God to make sure that you are protected from those things that come against you. So whatever comes against you, it won't even phase you. So I hope that you all enjoyed that. I enjoyed being here with you guys. And like I said, let's stay connected with each other and continue to support one another. And if somebody is having something, we can post it, or, you know, let's just build their relationship so that we can stay connected. So I'm going to turn it back over to Miss Shawanda. And you all have a fantastic rest of the day.